So we've put phase 9, the great exodus or the rebirth. So 9 is all about the birth, right? The child is born in the 9th month. This is when everything has arrived. This kingdom of pineal that we're projecting and casting to come, this is where it's born, round about here. And we project this will happen around about 2024, 2025. And there are astrological reasons for this, which Ari will speak about.
Yeah, it's because all the 3 outer planets, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, they are changing signs in 2024, 2025. So now, materialistically, we went to Age of Aquarius already, but psychologically it takes few years more to grasp it really. And 2025 is we are fully into it.
The transition is complete.
Transition is completed, yes.
Yes, so we project that this will happen in 2025, and those of you who know me, I've been talking about a supernatural event happening, which I was wrong about. I thought would happen in 2020, but I also did say at the time that no one knows the time or the hour. I've always said this, and I'm going to repeat that again. I feel, and we feel, some of us in this community, that 2025 looks like it's a more realistic time for something supernatural to happen. This is when the universe will show herself. Mother will show herself, her true colors. This is when the portals will open. This is when all the magic will happen. And a lot of it will be aided by the work that we'd have done here. So the more work that we do in preparation for this event, the more we can benefit from it. Some of us have talked about becoming super beings, avatars, X-Men and women, unlocking hidden DNA, all these things. This will come with the spiritual practice as a collective, and it will be aided when this event happens, if or when this event happens. And if it doesn't happen, we create our own event. Right? So it might not be a collective event that everyone experiences, but we will certainly create our own event. We will certainly open the skies ourselves, or portals ourselves. Many ancient scriptures and cultures talk about this. What we're saying is not hocus pocus, it's documented across the planet. Okay, so in this phase, this is the settle and establish the kingdom of pineal. Okay, so we'll go from kingdom to kin-dome. Kin as in family, dome as in head of pineal. Okay, we will transition. The newfound lands of the new earth. The kingdom's official administration, development plans will go into effect, and our cultural practices will also go into effect. This is when we are truly sovereign and truly free. Right? Now this could manifest in many different ways. There are different scenarios that could play out. I quite enjoy dreaming up these scenarios. Let's also remember that we all create our own realities, right? So nothing is set in stone. We as a collective, if we have the right image in our minds, the right imagination, if you can imagine the right nation with your imagination, you're using the genie in us, your genius, right? You become the genie. So this is something that I enjoy doing. Those of you who've had a spliff with me at night, a shamanic spliff, we often go into these realms of thought and say, oh, what if? Maybe it'll play out this way, maybe it'll play out this way. What if this happens? What if that happens? This is when we're really now interacting with the matrix. We're now plugging in and tuning in with Mother Nature and with the stars. We are coding. Like we said, remember? We are the characters, we're the programmers, we're the directors. And every thought that you have, every emotion that you have is a code being plugged into the system. So the more pure your thoughts are and your intent and your actions to follow it up, and you put it and you finish the sigil or the spell casting through writing it, speaking it, acting it, thinking it, feeling it, the more it in the ether, the more it codes into the ether, the more real it becomes. It's literally drawing a picture in the ether. You're projecting it into being. Right? So this is a really important thing to do, to cultivate the right thoughts. This is why, this is going to trigger a lot of people, this is why it's important to have a hive mind as a cult. Right? If you want to cultivate and manifest something, we have to come together as a cult, create one hive mind, one idea, one vision, one thought, one focus, and we all just focus on that and put everything into that. That's where we're going. And the clearer that picture is, the more cohesive that picture is, the quicker that manifestation draws towards us. We're literally summoning that spell into being. So this is why the numbers are important. This is why the culture of cult is important. This is why the hive mind is important. Collectiveness, yes.
Would you say some words to what it's going to be? Like, I really like the idea of the Azores.
Yes.
That you're gonna I think that, yeah.
Yes. So,
And why?
so one of the possible scenarios, like you've just said, is this place called the Azores, which is a collection of 9 islands in the Atlantic. These islands are very special, as far as I'm concerned. They are right in the middle between 3 tectonic plates. They sit in the middle of the Americas, the European continent, and the African continent. Right? So to me that's pretty magical. These are islands that belong to all 3 continents. So the Azores are not in Europe, or in Africa, or in America. They're in all 3 at the same time. So this is beautiful. That's 1. 2, there's something about the Azores. They're known as an autonomous zone. So that tells me they're not a corporation. Autonomous means free. It's a free zone, managed by the Portuguese government at the moment. So the Portuguese government manages that free area. So maybe there's an opening there. Maybe there's something prophetic there. I personally feel really drawn to these islands. It might not be that. They're in the Atlantic, right in the middle of the Atlantic. To me that sounds a little bit like Atlantis. Everyone's looking for the lost islands of Atlantis. Maybe we're the ones who are going to found, not find, found, create a modern Atlantis from the Azores. So this is one of the things that we're projecting with our mind. We're saying, if that's the case, again I want to correct, we're not planning on going and invading the Azores. If anyone's thinking, oh my God, they're going to get an army and invade. No, no, no. Like we said, we're not here to create any wars or any of that. But we're putting it out into the ether to say, if that is an option, universe, the doors will open and it will happen naturally. We won't even have to do anything. It will just happen for us. And I see us in a place like that or in that place. So it might be the Azores, it might be another island. Again, going back to the flat earth model, as far as I'm concerned, because I've opened my perspective and my mind to other possibilities beyond the unknown, as far as I'm concerned, I know for a fact there are thousands of other continents and islands that we don't know about. Like I said, here on Earth, some of them are empty. Some of them have been abandoned. Right? So when the time comes and we're now sovereign and free, and we've had a little bit of a push through the work that would have cultivated in phase 8, we will open portals or doors or opportunities for us to maybe go and discover some of these places, to really explore the world. We'll become the modern Columbuses, the modern explorers, and we'll find these new lands and we'll settle somewhere and we will found our new kingdom, our new country, our new home, our new organic matrix, if you like. So this is phase 9. This is where the party really begins. This is when we are truly, truly free. 100%. We've done it. We are reborn. We're now through the portal. We're there. Okay? Phase 10 and 11.
Phase 10 and 11 houses are ruled by Aquarius and Capricorn's 10th, Aquarius 11th, and both are ruled by planet Saturn. So Saturn is the age where we went right now, is the planet of karma. So again, when we fulfill all the phases, what we have here, and do properly, build a proper foundation, then we can really, in that state already, enjoy the fruits that we created.
Yes.
Then we have our societies there, we have the ideas, philosophy, everything is already working, and we can really enjoy the hard work we did.
Beautiful. Yes, so we've called this the pineal emancipation stage. And this is the stage where we now begin the rescue mission. Going back to what we were saying. Yeah, we've done all this hard work. We've slogged it out. We've done the grounding. We've done the preparation. We've gone through the whole physical, dealing with the matrix, the 3D. We've done the missionary work, calling people, building. We've done the holding space, you know, having to deal with dense energies and facing our demons and facing our fears as a collective. We've cultivated all the spiritual chi, the spiritual energy. We've done the shamanic work, the spiritual work. We've manifested our home, our freedom, our sovereignty. Now we go back for our loved ones. Now we begin the rescue mission. Right? We're now a sovereign nation. We're now officially free. We have the currency. We have the experience. We have the grounding. Yeah? We're now mature. We've matured. The baby is born. Now we can go back into Babylon, phase 1, and negotiate with Pharaoh. Pharaoh, let our people go. There are people in your system who have Kingdom of Pineal passports. You're holding them hostage. Can they come home? And if they don't come home, you will answer to our God. Just like in the Bible. Right? This is when we stand in power and we rescue those who are ready to be rescued. Not everyone will want to leave Babylon. Many will be enjoying that paradigm of being half robot or half machine. But many were not brave enough to take these steps that we're taking. And they held on because they were afraid of the unknown. Yeah? But now when they see that we've reaped the rewards, wow, can I come now? Can you rescue me? And we will free them. Yeah? This is when we free our loved ones. This is when we go back home. We come back as heroes, as titans. Okay? So, emancipate all Kingdom of Pineal custodian citizens from Babylon into the new earth lands that we would have found. Establish firm pineal cultural society, Israel. Right? Isis is the mother, Ra is the father, the son, and El is enlightened, is light. So land of the enlightened, masculine and feminine. Okay? This is when we really ground and finally rest and live the life that we really, really want to live. Okay? And at this point, once we've reached this stage, this is when the possibilities are endless. Because of this experience we've had here, especially these last 3, some of us will be able to travel to other dimensions at that point. Some of us will have activated superpowers. Some of us will still be just as we are now, but enjoying this new paradigm. It's really up to you how you want to play your game, how much of the work you want to put in, how much you want out of your experience, how much spiritual currency you have to allow you to open these things. All of us on this journey all carry our own amount of karma, our own amount of weight. Some of it based on past lives, some of it based on things we've done in this life. But we all carry a certain amount of karma. And this karma is what we call spiritual currency, money in the spiritual world. There are some people, I'm sure you all know these people, who do things, and for some reason every time they do it, they're just good at doing stuff. They don't even have to try. Right? They just do something and they're so good at it. Why? Because they have the spiritual currency. They have good karma. And there are some people, as much as they try, they work hard, they do all the things just never work out for them. Why? They don't have enough spiritual currency. They're holding some negative karma. They need to work through that karma. And this phase is why it's so important, because this is where we can balance our spiritual accounts. This is where we can heal. If you've got negative karma, this is the phase. This is the place or the phases for you to balance your account. Yeah? Make amends. You're now in a community. There are no more distractions from the outside world. All your toxic habits, all your toxic programs, start detaching from that. All your fears, start healing from that. And start giving. Start sharing. Start expanding. Start opening up mentally, emotionally, physically. Sing. Surrender. Yeah? And when you do this, what you're doing is, you've got a bank account, as above, so below. There is another agua up in the sky, a star that is a mirror of me, where my spiritual currency is. It's my tether, my silver cord, many of you call it. Right? This is where I go in the dream realms. So every good thought that I have, every good deed that I do on earth, what I'm doing right now, sharing this, is not just a selfless act, but it's also a selfish act. Okay? Yeah? When you give, you receive. When you receive, you must give. And the more you do this, energy exchange, the more efficient you become, the more you get. Things go bad when you hold on. It's mine. What we call greed. Yeah? So, if I get any information or anything, it is my duty, because I understand this, to share it. Whatever I have, whatever gifts I've been given, I share instantly. Whatever time I have, I share. I give it. I give it out. And I know that every time I'm giving it out, something is happening in the stars. I'm getting more. Every time I give, I get more. I give, I get more. I give, I get more. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Right? So the more of us that do this, and the more often that we do it, the more currency that we have as a collective, the quicker we can get to this, the stronger we are by the time we get here, the bigger the portal that we can open, the more magnificent a kingdom we can create. That is the equation.